Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are taking on the hardest fight in Dokkan, which is the Omega Shenron fight. I don't care what anybody says. People want to argue the Fusion Zamasu is harder. I think easily this Shenron fight is harder, and I actually don't think it's close. And to me, the big thing that sets these two fights apart is this fight has two AoE phases, and I have been doing a lot of runs on this to get some clears done with certain teams, and I am dying a lot. Okay, and I did not struggle nearly this much on Fusion Zamasu. Like, I died here and there, but I was able to pretty freely beat it with the normal teams I would expect to beat hard content with. And this fight is kind of really having its way with me. I feel like you need way more RNG in this fight to win, because of two AoE phases. And I think most people would agree that what makes the hardest fights the hardest, being this one in Zamasu. Remember, when Red Zone first dropped, like, Broly was regarded as the hardest fight. And what do those all have in common? They all have AoE phases, right? And so what makes the AoE phases so tough is it's really hard to hide units. And most good defensive units get defense on super, and it's way easier to get tagged before you super with all of these AoEs around, right? So yeah, I'm finding this fight to be very ridiculously difficult. So I'm uploading this as my first successful clear, but I do really, I'm passionate that I want to get it done with Dragon Ball Saga with the particular team I've been doing it with. So I know it can get it done, but it is a lot harder. I need a lot of RNG to go my way, but I think we can get it done. This team here, I guess you would say this is pretty much a full fusion team. I think just about every character on this team would be like on fused fighters, except for, I think there's a Pan I'm running, right? But, because I think Orange Piccolo is considered a fused fighter, right? Because he's like fused with Kami or whatever. But for the most part, I've got lots of Vegitos and lots of Gogetas here. So the one thing I do like about this fight being a very difficult fight is it does have some length to it. So it's great so that you can kind of build up a little bit, right? It's interesting because I think there's some units that can shine here that don't shine well in Zamasu, and there are units that can shine well in Zamasu that get tagged pretty well here, right? For example, one of the runs I attempted that I got extremely close on, I did it on stream, was I did a run with the Heroes team with the double AGL Vegito, because AGL Vegito's goated, so it's like, yeah, AGL Vegito's so good, he's so defensive, whatever. But the thing with Vegito is we're so used to him being good in all the content because all the content's usually like 6 turns or less, pretty much, right? Well, this fight, you can't get done really in 6 turns or less. It's too long of a fight. And Vegito has some damage reduction that falls off, so I kind of unexpectedly took a bunch of damage with AGL Vegito that I wasn't expecting because I'm not used to him not being a defensive god all the time, right? So this is a fight, an example of a fight where AGL Vegito, who everybody loves, you know, from Heroes, this is a fight where he can struggle later in the fight. He still did well. I just let myself get caught. And I think on that particular run, had I just put a different unit slot 1, I think I would have won that one on that particular turn. So that was kind of my mistake too. A little bit of operator error there. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of runs with Dragon Ball Saga. Did a Heroes run. I've done other runs. So right there, look, we took 673 from that. That stung right there. So here, I'll kind of start talking more about what we're actually seeing on the screen here, right? Now, luckily, Int Pan there was guarding, and her dodge was not coming through because this tech phase, the other thing that maybe goes under the radar, this early tech phase, as you saw, can still hit really hard. We took 600k damage there, barely lived. And you can see I've got just the smallest sliver of health here, and we're still on the first phase. Like, I very easily could have just given up on this run and restarted because we're so close to the beginning. But I'm like, no, let's see it out. Let's try it. So I normally wouldn't want to go Orange Piccolo this early, but I almost had to. Just because our health is so low. And then what this is going to do is if Orange Piccolo doesn't kill him, which I actually kind of don't want him to, what happens is Shenron uses up all of his super attacks during these Orange Piccolo turns and then doesn't have any left when we come out. So we know coming out of this that he's only going to do normal attacks, which will give me a chance to hopefully heal up with some orbs. Now, I know I definitely wasn't thinking about it at the time, but what I should have really been thinking about as I was going through Orange Piccolo on my second or third turn is to really try to set up some orbs for healing. And I know I was not thinking that at this moment. So when I come out of it, any orbs I get, I just get lucky with. But I could have probably planned a little bit better to set up some more orbs, you know, paying attention to what was my rotation, what color orbs do I need, trying to heal when we come out of it, right? But yeah, we just kind of go through the Orange Piccolo stuff here. The one thing, once again, I always say this, Orange Piccolo is ridiculous, probably still the best unit in the game. Him and Bulma, I think, are the best 2 units in the game. The one negative part about him is it does get boring watching his animations go over and over and over again. Dokkan, skip button when for just all these animations, please. Just give me a skip button. You know, the skip active skills and all that, like, that's fine. I almost would have just been fine, like, not even having the setting to turn stuff off. Just give me a button in the corner I can press for any animation and I can just skip, right? I guess having all those turned off in the settings, though, is really good for, like, link leveling, which I think is why they did it. But even for just these regular attack animations, like, you don't have to add that. Just give me a button I can press to skip, please. Please. And then skipping on animations, too, or on summon animations. That's another big one we need. You know, they finally implemented the multi-draw tickets on the Dragon Ball banner for World Tournament. But before that, it was all single summons. And for a couple of World Tournaments, I just didn't even pull on it because I didn't want to sit and do singles. It just takes so long. So I'm glad they at least have the multis in. But yeah, this game is, on its 9th anniversary. This game is 9 years old. And they haven't implemented a skip button on a summon animation yet, which is something that every gacha pretty much has by default, right? Kind of crazy they can't implement something that simple. And the devs have to know about it because it's been talked about in the community. And they're definitely not, like, ignoring the community. Like, we know that they have to know that we want to skip summon animations, please. And I think in some cases, skipping summoning animations will actually make them more money. As crazy as that sounds, because people might summon more if they do it faster, right? Yeah, see, I didn't set up the orbs. Like, my orb placement here is just terrible. So I definitely should have paid more attention to leave, like, some tech orbs and AGL orbs up. And that was my bad. So you can see I've got, like, no health here. But I know I can survive the turn because I know he's only going to do normals. Now, I do really want to kill him here because on the next turn, I think his supers and everything are going to refresh. So we definitely need to make sure we get through this turn. Which we're going to because Vegito here is going to be hitting really hard. And he's building up his passive, which I like. So the thing with this team, it's kind of really weak at first because you've got, you know, both the Year 5 Gogeta Vegito and then you have the AGL Dokkan Fest Gogeta, who are all, like, really weak in their untransformed state. I wouldn't say really weak, but they're a lot weaker, right? Like, but now we get them transformed, and we're on the phase where you can dodge now. So what's cool about this turn, even though my health was so low, well, we got a bunch of health back there. Here's the thing. I came on this turn at, like, full health, and I'm trying to think to myself, what healed me? And I'm like, was it Orange Piccolo? I don't remember who had healing in their kit, but maybe it was Orange Piccolo. Because I don't think that the Year 5 heals when he transforms. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, we got full healed somehow. So I'm like, all right. But I knew I was fine because Piccolo's defensively viable. And my other 2 units have a 100% chance to dodge. So, because on the turn they transform, they have full dodge chance. So I'm like, all right, we're ready to go. Like, I can't be touched here. See, up there it goes. And then Piccolo's fine. He's taking whatever. So even had we not healed there, we would have been fine and then hopefully healed a bunch from orbs. But yeah, we got a nice friendly full heal there. Actually, you know what? That is from Orange Piccolo. Orange Piccolo, I believe he has something where, like, if you're under 40%, you get that heal. It's just something I'm not used to seeing. Yeah, I think that was Orange Piccolo. And then he gets, like, a big, I think he gets more damage reduction or something from it. It's actually been a while since I've read Orange Piccolo, even though I use him a lot. But yeah, I think he does. It's like below 40%, you get a fat heal with him. So yeah, that worked out great. And I still really like this AGL Gogeta. Because, like I said, right now, I believe he's got 100% dodge chance. And then, well, he must not. He must just have 70%. I must have been mistaken on him because he definitely got hit there. But he dodges everything else, right? But I know baseline, he has 70% chance to dodge. And then STR Gogeta, I know dodges everything on the turn he transforms. For some reason, I thought AGL did too, but I must be wrong about that because he definitely got hit there, right? unless I got screwed with some kind of glitch. But AGL Gogeta moving forward, 70% chance to dodge. He guaranteed crits, like he's crazy. So yeah, we're gonna go crazy with him now. So yeah, I just really like the year 5s, and I like that AGL Gogeta, so I want an excuse to run them all. Now we just need Int Pan here to dodge and do her thing, and we should be good. So there is, once again, just like any team, there's a bit of RNG to this team. But we get enough here, and it was really nice because we were on the brink of death. We literally had, what, 1,000 health on that one turn? Kind of crazy. And all of a sudden, we brought this fight back, and now we're doing a lot better. And then my plan is pretty much to save as many items and as many active skills as I can for the int phase. Now, the advantage this team has, you know, between all of the Gogetas and Vegitos, we've got so much offensive power here that you can see we're taking out STR Omega very quickly. Very quickly indeed. And then Int Pan getting, you know, double formula attack stats. Like, that's a little bit of damage. We'll take that. And then now Pan, we just need her to dodge and do her thing, which she is doing very well now. You know, she's got built-in dodge, and we got the full dodge build there. Now, we got the Year 5 Gogeta active skill, and I'm actually really tempted here. And we do have the other AGL Vegito, right? The blue Goku and Vegeta. So it's like, I would like to get them transformed at some point in this video. Yeah, I was really not sure whether to do STR Gogeta, but I'm like, I kind of want to save it. So we just have more power to get Int Shenron down as fast as we can, right? I think even there I was thinking about it a little bit. Alright, so like this turn I'm like, I think we're okay here. We'll see what we take. But yeah, AGL Gogeta dodging. We take double digits from STR. Yeah, double digits all the way through, so we're good here. He's just dodging out like crazy. 10 mil guaranteed crit. Like, this boy is cooking over here. This boy is cooking. Look at that damage. Even the normals, like, good damage. And then he's just, like, dodging nonstop, dude. AGL Gogeta is goated, man. I love AGL Gogeta. This is why for Anniversary, I really do want a standalone blue Gogeta, man. It would just be another unit to gel with these Gogetas that I like so much. I think that would be pretty fire. Not gonna lie. And I think the Year 5 Gogeta and AGL Gogeta are still meta relevant enough that they could just be a really good linking partner for an Anniversary blue Gogeta. So we're gonna find out, oh gosh, what, probably, I think tomorrow night is when stuff is coming out, when we're getting info on it. Well, tomorrow night of the night I'm recording this on the 19th. Yeah, and I think on the 20th is when we're supposed to be finding out info, because I think that's when the fan meetup is. So yeah, that'll be excited to just, I think they're literally going to show the units. There won't be any more discussion or speculation. We're just going to know. So no more of this. Is it going to be UI? Is it going to be Beast? Is it going to be Gogeta? Is it Orange Piccolo? Like, who's it going to be? None of that. And we're just going to know. So I'll just be excited to know who it is. And I'm going to be excited no matter who it is, because it's Anniversary. It's going to be really hype. They're not going to pick something not hype, right? It's not like it's going to be Anniversary Krillin or Tien or something. We know, like, all of the things we've been speculating, it's going to be something from that, because, like, it's got to be a top tier, high end, like, high hype, you know, characters and moments. So you got to go to the top of the list. It's got to be Beast Gohan. It's got to be Gogeta, you know, who knows? We could throw out Vegito. Nobody's really talking about that, but Vegito, like, it's got to be that type of character, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? It's got to be that level of hypeness of character. How crazy would it be, though, right? Because all the teasers are kind of leading us through Super and then through End of Tournament of Power. So everyone's like, yeah, the next logical step then would be DBS Broly Superhero. That's why that's a lot of speculation, right? But what if, right? Because Dokkan's never done this. But what if they did actually get permission to go to the manga? What if they did Moro arc? How crazy would that be? I know it's not going to happen, but I think that would be like the hypest thing they could do, because it would be so unexpected, because they've never been able to touch the manga. Could you imagine if all of a sudden it was like UI Goku Giant, and then like Moro, and then like Granola, and like all these characters? Like, it would be ridiculous if they did that, but they won't. It won't be. I'm not trying to get your hopes up, but no, it won't be. It'll be one of the things people are saying. It'll be Blue Gogeta, Beast Gohan, UI Goku. Like, of those three, it's got to be, you know, at least one or two of those characters, right? Another one I heard thrown out was Cell Saga Gohan again, which, sure, you could do another, you know, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Actually, I don't know. Is there a... Do they even have a top tier, like, just already Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from, like, Cell Saga? I don't think they do. The Tech Gohan, I think he's Super Saiyan 1, isn't he? And that's from the BoJack movie. But yeah, I don't know for, like, just standalone Super Saiyan 2. They've got, like, I think some, you know, banner unit support cards, but they don't... I don't think there's, like, a standalone premium Dokkan Fest, right? That's already just Super Saiyan 2. So that... I would take a Cell Saga Gohan, actually, like a Super Saiyan 2, like just straight up. I would take that. All right, so here we are. We're on Int Omega. Looks like we've taken 1 bar of health down. So now we've got an interesting little double Piccolo sandwiching a Vegito rotation here. That's fine. Orange Piccolo here. I mean, here's the thing. We do pretty well, considering this whole rotation is type disadvantage here, right? So it's like, yeah, we're, you know, defensively, I mean, Piccolo's just so goated, he can handle it. But this Vegito, you know, I think with a few supers, because I think he does get defense every super. So, like, these year 5s can actually get quite defensive after they do, you know, they do 3 or 4 supers. Their defense is actually getting pretty crazy. And, you know, they're building up stats really heavily for their first, I think it's for their first 5 attacks. They're building up stats. So here's Orange Piccolo at 11 mil. We'll take it for sure, for sure. And once again, one of those Orange Piccolos got the 40% thing with the extra. I think it's extra damage or actually gets on that. It's got me curious now. I got to go reread Orange Piccolo. But yeah, I think that's why we got that crazy full heal, which was super nice. Or it might be like 30%. I know it's like a really hard one to proc. So like I never think about it, right? Or pay attention to it because it's such a rare thing. But yeah, we got it here, which was so good. But I'm going to honestly say, like, I'm pretty impressed with this run because just with my experience in playing this, and it's limited experience, but I can tell this fight is so incredibly hard with all the AoEs. I feel like you get a little bit of respect just beating this with any team that doesn't have Revive on it, right? And this is a team that doesn't have Revive on it. I feel like part of the reason a lot of teams can get through is through Revive, right? Because it's like such an easy fight to get Revive. It's like you get so many of these screw you turns where it's like you can't live. So you use these really powerful Revive units like 23rd Tournament Goku, the Year 8s, right? Like you get the standby modes, that type of stuff. That's the type of stuff they want you to use, right? That's the top tier premium stuff. Using your standbys, your revives, all that. But yeah, we're getting by without that. Here we take a super. We take 392, and I'm pretty sure that was with the Wisan. It had to have been, right? Because this Omega Shenron hits for 2 million. So, like, that's the other reason this is so hard, is you can be having the best, cleanest run. And this is actually the situation I've been in many times so far. You can be having the best, cleanest run ever, and this guy just catches the wrong unit for 2 million, and you just die. And that's the part that sucks about this run, is that because it is a longer run, you invest a lot of time in failed runs. Because you get down to here and you're 15, 20 minutes deep in a run, and then you just get one shot. That's the part that's frustrating, because then I got to retry it. But it's fun too. I think it'll be more fun when I have like less pressure that I'm trying to like get certain videos out. Like, I think once I get my Dragon Ball Saga video successfully recorded, I'll have a nice exhale and then maybe can just play this for fun and not worry about it if I'm dying or not, right? I think if I really struggle to get it done, like off camera, who knows, I might just do a stream of literally just Shenron attempts with Dragon Ball Saga and literally just stream for like 2 hours trying to get it done. But if you think about it, 2 hours, that might only be like, I don't know, 6 or 7 runs. Like when you're putting in like 20, 30 minutes a run, right? Like 2 hours doesn't give you that many runs, but I usually don't like to stream more than that. That's a long stream for me. I'm not one of these people that can do like 8, 12-hour streams like some people do. It's kind of crazy. I'm definitely not built for that. I'm an old man, you guys. I'm an old man over here. Can't do it. I think if I was doing YouTube full time, then yeah, I would be open to trying that kind of stuff. But I think that would be a dream. Like if I got popular enough that I could actually do this full time, I think that would be a lot of fun. But I'm a long ways from that. So not right now. We're just doing it for fun on the side. I'm not quitting my day job. I'll put it that way. Not quitting my day job anytime soon. All right, well, defensively here, and yeah, and then he's got like damage reduction. I think he has guaranteed dodge on this turn. So like, I was just double checking because it's like so rare that I see this AGL Vegito. I'm like, okay, I know he's really good, but like, what does he do again, right? So yeah, I think he's gonna dodge out everything here. So him in slot 1 is like perfect. I'm out of items at this point, so I'm like, all right, whatever happens, happens. And this is kind of scary because I got all these tech units here, right? But luckily, even the year 5 only took 15k from the AoE, so that's pretty good. We're eating the super there, which is exactly where we want it, because our boy's got 100% dodge here. And dude, his animation is so clean. I would love this unit so much more if we weren't in crappy blue Goku Vegeta for so long. Because like, if I were summoning for just this, like this here might be like my favorite unit in the game. But I really get AGL LR Gohan vibes from him. I feel like I never get him out, and it seems kind of difficult to get him out. And it drives me crazy. Like, I have to intentionally do runs to get him out and, like, really forcefully try to get it. But most runs are too short to actually get him, and it's such a shame. Because this guy is so crazy, so good. But it's like, you got to go, what? I think it's 5 turns, but it's from his first appearance. So, you know, if he shows up in slot 7... you know, you're not seeing a bare minimum till like turn 8 or 9, right? So, and you have to be under an HP threshold when you hit that really long turn count. So yeah, not a fan of the transformation condition, but much a fan of the unit. Just wish it was easier to see him. I still think they need to come out with like, I had this idea, you know, years ago when there was a lot of frustration with the LR AGL Gohan. But they need to come out with, like, my idea was doing, like, a guru as, like, a unit, right? The Namekian Elder Guru. Because his whole thing is bringing out potential in characters. What if they made him, like, a support unit, and maybe he had a really easy-to-do active skill that made it so every character on rotation would get their active skill regardless of condition, right? Like, you could just activate anyone's active skill on that turn. I think that would be super cool. Because then you could run them with units that have very difficult active skills and run them very early. I think that would be really fun. There you go. Finally finished Int Omega, so we got it done. Now, the unfortunate thing for me was I realized after this that they had missions for doing it with certain teams. And one of the teams... what was it? It was, oh gosh, hold on. Let me go back here. One of the teams was, a category that like all these fusions are on. So like had I, oh, it was, I think it was, sorry, it was a final trump card, I think is what it was. So had I literally think it was just changing Pan for something else. I could have actually had a mission done with this. So whatever, it is what it is. I'll still maybe try to record those on the side. So anyways, guys, let me know how you're liking the Shenron fight. Let me know if you agree or disagree that it is the hardest fight in the game. I think it's hands down harder than Zamasu. I've struggled with this fight way more, and maybe it's because of the type of teams I like to run just fit Zamasu better, but man, I think 2 phases of AoE is way harder than 1. I don't care how hard Zamasu hits. I mean, this guy hits for 2 million, so like, it's not even that Zamasu hits that much harder, right? So yeah, you guys let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.